Welcome to the fast version of Pongo. The full version will be in my Patreon page where you can follow along and create beautiful Pongo, who is from a farm in Wisconsin, and his owner has been gracious enough to allow me to videotape and to share the process of creating Pongo. I started out with the background and I used the pan pastels, and I suggest that if you have a background or if you have a sunset or if you do landscaping artwork, that this is the way to go. It covers a huge space in such a small amount of time, and it pairs really, really well with colored pencils. Now, if you're looking to level up your artwork and you can't figure out why it looks so cartoony or if it looks just not right, I would say try changing your paper. And there are a variety of different papers that you can use. There's Bristol Smooth and Pastel Matte. They're all fantastic. To create Pongo, I used the Prismacolor pencils. I'm quite comfortable with them the most. And I started out by basing out my colors, my lighter colors, and where I wanted everything to go, and slowly built up on that. Now, I would suggest that if you're working with colored pencils, definitely look at the layering aspects and build up on your colors rather than just slapping the color down. You want to take your time, and of course, this is a very slow medium. It forces you to be slower and to really take your time and enjoy the process. Now, it can be frustrating if you are a heavy-handed person or if you're used to just putting things down like in graphite, which is where I am. I fall into that category. But it's not impossible whenever you are trying to learn color. Now, Pongo will be my featured tutorial in my Patreon group for November. There will be a full tutorial, step by step, and you will also get the picture, the color picture, and then you could also get the black and white picture that if you need to trace or however you do your transfer. Now with Pongo, the darker areas, the shadow parts, because the sun was on the right side with the natural lighting, so I used a lot of French grays and a lot of browns, like your dark umbers, and black, to get all those nice little spots on him. He's very, very speckled. And then I also used a lot of cool grays and some warm grays too. You want to make sure that you start out with a very accurate base sketch. Now, there are different ways to get that, which I've discussed before, but you definitely want to start out with an accurate base sketch, because if you don't, things won't line up the way you want them to, and it won't look like the animal or the portrait of the person. It won't look like them. And it's weird because people's eyes, they can see the mistakes or if it's not correct. Now, in doing this, I learned an awful lot because I had to really watch with all the spots. I had to really watch the direction of my hair and make sure that I was going in the same direction. Sometimes we can get tunnel vision and we just kind of go on autopilot and we just start drawing because our body wants to just continue to draw. And sometimes that can be very bad because it, obviously you don't get the things that you want to get down. So definitely want to watch your, how you're executing all this, and keep, a sound mind that you can really focus on all the aspects that are going to make this a beautiful piece. Now, I would say that he is a little bit more of an advanced subject because he has so many different aspects of his fur, the direction, the color, The shadows in his neck and on his face, you've got the, the vein that's running through. And he was quite difficult, but obviously it can be done. And I think he turned out beautifully. So if you're looking to level up your art and you want to practice him, you go to my Patreon page. I'll put it in the link below. But go to the Patreon page and sign up, and I will give you all the tools and guidance that you need. You will have a list of the tools that you need and to prepare to make him. And then I will also have the full tutorial. He's going to be a 4-part series, each about an hour and a half long. And hopefully, you enjoyed as much as I did. So as we're coming to the end of this sped up video, I encourage you to just press on, to try new things, to definitely get out of your comfort zone, try harder things, and you will not regret it. You might have some frustration, but you will learn through it. And one of the biggest challenges is probably ourselves. We get stuck in our comfort zone, and sometimes we don't want to step outside of it. So try it. You might like it. And you might mess up, but that's all in the joys of art. So don't stop creating.